Hey guys, what's up? Eddie Aho here with KissAnalog.com. Today, I have Fnirsi in the lab. I got a few pieces. I asked for this soldering station because they asked me if I'd review one of their products. And then they sent me these three things as well. The multimeter, this transistor tester, and this internal resistance tester. It's the HRM-10. I'll put links down below if I have any discount codes. It doesn't cost anything extra. So appreciate you supporting the channel. But yeah, we're going to open up this box, take a look. Internal resistance tester. So you can test batteries, and if the resistance of the battery is too high, it's going to tell you that you got a bad battery. So pretty cool and relatively inexpensive. So let's jump into this video. Alright guys, so we have this high precision internal resistance tester from Fnirsi. Looks pretty promising, right? There's some of the specs, I guess. Here we go. Here's some specs right here. All right, so some things to point out. Test frequency is AC to 1 kilohertz. Okay. Measuring voltage is 0 to plus minus 100 volts DC. And resistance is 0 to 200 ohms. I don't know if it goes to 0, right? But, I mean, that's the range you can apply, I guess. They're rechargeable. It's a 5 volt 1 amp type C, and so that's nice. It's 1000 milliamp hours, so essentially 1 amp hour. Okay, and then it has automatic ranges: 1 volt, 10 volt, 100 volt. And look at this automatic ohm range, 20 milliohm. So that's pretty awesome. 200 milliohm, 2 ohm, 20 ohm, and 200 ohm. So it sounds like a 2000 count meter probably. And then it's got temperature and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, so let's go ahead and check it out. Now it is 225 grams, if in case you're interested. Sometimes, you know, things feel heavy, they feel quality. Here's a manual. Actually, it feels kind of thick. Okay, I think you have to go in a few pages. So the first section is Chinese, and I think in the second section is English. So, whoop, that doesn't look English, but here we go. Some of the specs I just read. There's the recharging port, nice display. Here's the buttons, and we got a little kickstand here and a reset hole. That's nice to know in case you ever need that. Okay, and I've had this out of the bag once before. You can kind of see that probably. And there we go. So here, let's turn it on. Rechargeable batteries. Wow, nice display, right? Auto volt range, auto ohm range. Look at that, 4 digits past the decimal. That's pretty nice. It has a nice feel. Kind of, it's harder plastic here. Nice silicone buttons. The blue's hard plastic as well. It has kind of a grippy texture, it feels like, even though it's hard plastic. And the kickstand, nice rigid kickstand. Okay, little rubber things here, rubber here, kind of grip on the bench, I guess, and there's a little socket you can hang it off. There's your charging port, and there's that reset hole. All right, let's get the power, or well, let's see what else we got in here actually. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, we got the, wow, that's nice, the Kelvin clips. So, all right guys, so there's 2 wires in here. One would be sending the signal down through here to this jaw. And the other one, I guess going to that wire right there, comes up here, and that's a sense. So that way you're not putting current through your sense wire. Now you get voltage dropping and so on. Okay, let's disconnect this guy. All right, there we go. Is that all we have? Oh no, we also have our, USB-C charging cable. All right, let's put that back there. And we have a little key right there, a little notch, and 4 prongs. If you can see those 2 things. And this metal just spins around, it's loose. So drop it down into the connector there and then tighten it in. That's nice, I like it. Big heavy cord, right? So with all those, you know, the 4 wires in there, but they're pretty large. Okay, let's test automatic resistance here. Let's test it on this battery. This is my motorcycle battery. and minus on minus, plus on plus, and 10.7 volts, 2.4 ohms. The ohms are really high. This guy doesn't want to charge all the way up. From the voltage, it seems like it's not that bad, but the ohms are terrible, right? Shouldn't have 2.5 ohms. What if you had 1 amp coming out of there? You'd be dropping 2.5 volts. Yeah, that doesn't work. Now, as you charge things up, usually you get lower resistance, but that's just way too high. Okay, I mean, just showing you right out of the box, this is easy to use. Okay, let's get the new one. Let's get the resistance on there. The plus terminal, minus. Oh wow, I can go all the way through, get really good connection. And look at that, 9 milliohms, 9.02 milliohms, and 12.88 volts. So this guy is looking good. All right, guys, I pulled this out of my Jeep, and let's take a look at this thing. I'm sure this thing's bad. Well, it's all okay. So here's the thing. We'll put this. Wow, the probes. You know what? Probes are going to be hard to stay on there by themselves, so I'm going to hold them on. So we're going to put this down here so you can see it, and I'll hold those so both probes are touching. Both probes are, yeah, look at that, 59 ohms, 5.2 volts. That thing, I tried to charge it, and I put one of my big hefty duty power supplies, seeing if I could force it to charge. Nope, no way. Lithium battery, I think that's a positive end on this end. So on something like this, it's hard to clamp on, right? But all you have to do is touch 2 probes to it, because they're shorted anyway. It's sense laser shorted. Okay, it's bouncing all over the place. Let's see if I can hold this thing steady. 150 milliohms. I mean, it's bouncing all over, but the ohms are pretty low, right? 150 milliohms, 4 volts. I'd have to check a few of these to see what a good milliohm is, but yeah, around 150. All right, guys, I have another one. This one, he had, you know, some of the leads still left on when I took it apart. So let's try this guy. 140 milliohms, 4.06 volts. That's the battery right there. Let's try one of these old 9-volt batteries, okay? Let's get the leads over here so you can see the battery. There we go. Wow, yeah, it's a dead battery. Look at that, 585 ohms. That's crazy. All right, let's try this EBL rechargeable lithium. Okay, 192 milliohms, 7.74 volts. All right, so this battery's been good. It probably needs a little recharge, but yeah, you can see the ohms look similar to this guy in the 150 milliohm range. All right, guys, let's check out the menu. And all right, so here, this little 4-box thing. Okay, sorting menu. And there we go. We have our voltage range that we want to sort. We could change those things, move this up. Let's see, there we go. So 4.5 or the 3 volt, 0.1 ohm to 0.01 ohm. So you know what? Let's just, for fun, let's test this battery in that range. It's going to fail because it shouldn't be in that range, right? Yep, one fell, okay? So let's go back out of here. Okay, and then let's go to history and hit OK. And look, we have 2 fails. I did 2 tests there, and that was the most recent one. I did one before, date and time. So I'm going to say OK. Let's get out of that. And if you want, you could plug it in your computer, download that information. Voltage calibration. We're not going to calibrate right now, but yeah, that's how you do that, that range, 1 volt range. We're going to cancel that. Resistance, probably going to look just the same way. Yep. So that's what it looked like. We'll say cancel that. And volume, it's max volume right now. Okay, we'll leave that. Whoops. Okay. And then time. Say, all right, that's good time. Oh, let's see. Maybe I have to go all the way over to get out of here. Oh, well, that's one way to get out of it. It's time out, right? Let's go back to menu. Okay, brightness. Okay, we'll keep the brightness. Language. Hey, this is a good one to remember, guys, because somehow I messed up the language and it took me a while to figure it out. But language, go all the way down to 8, okay, in the menus, and you'll be able to pick it. Unless you want, Chinese, and you're good. But anyway, yeah, go to 8. Okay, off time, it's no, 5 minutes, 15, or 30. Okay, we'll just keep it at no. And factory reset. So I'll just say cancel that. So pretty easy to get around, right? See, how do I get out of the menu? I guess like that. Okay, so maybe I hit return. I didn't try that. So, okay, so there we go. Yeah, it looks fairly easy to use, right? Hey guys, just want to jump in and just let you know, Fnirsi send this stuff out to me for free to review. I looked at their stuff. I didn't know they're going to send these things, actually. I knew they're going to send a soldering station. I really like the looks of it, so I wanted that. But I always review things before I have people send things out for me to review, because I want to make sure I'm going to like it before I spend the time working with it and putting a video together. And I don't really want to get something that I'm just going to crap on either, because, yeah, so if I don't review it, ask me to review something, and doesn't mean I have turned it down. But if I have reviewed something, chances are I've already done some research to see if I want to review it in the first place. So it turns out that this other stuff they sent me, like this internal resistance tester, I really like it. So I'm going to keep this. Now I'm going to review this multimeter. I've got a bunch of meters, right? So when I review that, I might give that one away. So if I do, can't pay shipping anymore. I was paying too much money in shipping. I spent a lot of money on shipping, more than my channel brings in, actually. So anyway, I kind of had to cut that back. So if you want to pay your own shipping, then that might be up for grabs. All right, let me know what you guys like to see reviewed or tested, and I'll do my best to bring something in. All right, let's jump back in the video. Oh, and by the way, yeah, I haven't been sponsored or paid to do any videos. I get free equipment, and that's about where that ends. So, all right, let's jump it back in. All right, guys, so what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? You know what? So this thing is normally about $46. I'll put the link down below, but I think it's on sale to Amazon for 15% off. So it's under 40 bucks, I think. So for that kind of price, it's inexpensive enough to have one around just when you need one, right? But yeah, to have something like this, it's pretty cool. And these are nice test leads, the nice Kelvin leads. So I gotta say, this is a thumbs up for this guy. HRM-10 internal resistance tester. Pretty cool. So yeah, I've been looking at the Fnirsi line, and they have some nice equipment, it looks like now. I'm kind of excited to test this multimeter. It's one of those smart meters, but after looking at this one, I'm really curious. So let me know what you guys think. 2 big thumbs up to my YouTube members. Thanks so much, guys. I think I got another one just recently. That was awesome. I have a pretty small list. You can see it here. Danny, he's a team member. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. And 2 big thumbs up to my Patreons as well. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate all that. And you can support the channel for free just by liking the video, subscribing. That would be awesome if you'd subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you've seen this stuff the Fnirsi, if you ever used any of it, and you know what your experiences have been. Okay, I'd really be interested. This is the first time I've played with the Fnirsi device, and so far I'm liking it. I'm really curious about this soldering station because it looks really, it's a lot like the one I have over here, which I'll do that review too. I'm really excited about that because I got some audio amplifiers I got to solder up, so I need one. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.